So, it's been crazy year for us.
Yes, it has.
Yeah, and we thought we'd do a little, end of the year talk because we have been, keeping you a little bit
Not up to date.
with our moving and everything, and I just wanted to, that we come here and a little bit talk about that year. That has been super, super challenging for us. At the same time, I feel we haven't done so much this year because like every year we have some kind of project or big things happening. And at the same time, I feel like we have done so much this year, like life-changing things.
Yeah, I think just coming here is already, it has so many things related to it that we had to do.
Yeah, if you're new to here, we moved this year to Costa Rica from Estonia. We've never lived anywhere other than Estonia. It was a very new thing for us both. And we started planning this actually the beginning of the year. We were like, okay, let's sell our apartment in Estonia and let's move to Costa Rica. And if you want to know why we chose Costa Rica, we have plenty of videos from that as well, why we basically made the choice to come here. In January, we started selling our apartment, and in June, we already moved to here in Costa Rica. And I think like the start of the year has been so stressful for me. Like I was trying to still talk to myself like, hey, it's okay, like it's your dream, but at the same time it felt so wrong. Every day it felt so wrong that I shouldn't do it. My gut feeling was so off. I just didn't know what is right or wrong here anymore, because I think my survival instinct came out so big. For me, like my mom and granny has always taught me that the home is the most important thing. Like that's why we bought such a young age already our apartment, and we were like, yeah, we need the home. And this really, really affected me that I'm selling my home. Where should I go? Like I don't have this.
And you don't have a new specific home. It's like you're going somewhere, but you don't know if you can find a home there.
Yeah, exactly. We came to nowhere. We haven't been here before. We were just like logically thinking that this should be the place for us. And really emotionally, I was so struggling. Like, yeah, I can't even explain how down I went with this unsafe feeling. Even though Henry was there all the time for me and we knew we were doing this together, we knew like it just makes sense. We didn't want to spend another winter in Estonia where we are also like not feeling good, and like that's why we made the choice at first.
Yeah, it was hard both ways, It was hard to stay there, to take another winter.
Yeah.
Especially with our lifestyles where we don't go to parties anymore, we don't drink alcohol, we don't consume most foods, we consume mostly fruits, right? So especially because of that, it seemed really difficult to go another winter without having long vacations somewhere else. And also the thought of going somewhere else, it's, you have this kind of vision, but at the same time, it's really difficult to go through it.
Yeah, absolutely. At the same time, you're excited, and at the same time, you're so sad and depressed. And when we made here finally, it wasn't like I was imagining. I was thinking like, okay, like these before months, they are just preparing me, and if I come here, then I feel good, everything is going to be all right, like because I'm under the sun and I have lots of fruits. And it was the opposite. I felt so bad. I was telling Henry, like I brought out so much things every day, like what bothers me, even though we have had like amazing, house, but we also had so much challenges as well. Like the first day we came here, there was no electricity. We didn't even see where we are at. We had 2 cats who were stressed out. And it was just so much for my body. And yeah, like you saw me as well. My arms went like this, acne, came out. Like I was super, picking myself as well because I was so stressed. My nervous system was so unregulated, and I couldn't find peace. I tried to meditate. I tried to do my yoga, still hold my routines, go running. but it was like a lot of stress and new things for me. And I didn't know that I'm going to react that way. Never I would have thought like this, you know?
Yeah, I mean, it was a huge culture shock, first of all, right? It was our first time here. Didn't really know what to expect. A lot of the little things end up being big things, you know?
Yeah.
Like the roads are different, the stores are different,
Yeah.
the way of, you know, paying bills is different. Like everything is slightly different, and if you put it all together, then everything is different, you know?
Yeah. And I think like these little things, like if they would have been like a little bit similar, like in Europe, you know, like it doesn't bother me when I go to Spain and then there's little things a little bit differently because the base is still the same, you know, but here is a completely different world.
And it doesn't seem that different,
Yeah.
like from looking at a distance.
It's like regular people and everything is regular. But yeah, if you start to live here, then these complications definitely come up and we are not, you know, used to deal with these things. At that time, I just felt this is so much for me. And we talked about with Henry a lot that maybe we should go back. Henry didn't want to go back, no way. And I was like, maybe Estonia is the place where I should live. And Henry was like, hey, I can come with you to Spain, but I don't think I can come to Estonia. And I was thinking like, what the heck? Am I going to Estonia alone? And at the same time, we really gave us time. And
Yeah, we said that let's try for a year. A year is, you know, it's not a long time and it's also not a short time. So we knew that, you know, we're in this initial shock and we knew that things can still change, but we also knew that maybe things will not change. So we just kept repeating to ourselves that, hey, we're just gonna give it a year, we're gonna see, we're gonna look at different areas, and then we'll decide, you know. And that kind of took the stress off a little bit that we're kind of stuck here now, right?
Yeah. That we just kept open this idea that we don't need to stay here. Like it's just a vacation for us, and you know we don't need to stay here if it doesn't feel right. And you know, in the end, we felt like maybe I should need to go back to Estonia for a month just to clear my head. And that really worked for me so well. I went there and I got to do my routines and what I used to do, and actually I felt being there again, it's good feeling. I love being with my mom and granny and going to pick mushrooms and doing everything that I'm used to do, but at the same time I felt like I'm ready to move on, you know, like I'm ready to move on from here because the same patterns came to me as well, that I wasn't so pleased being there. The weather and not able to grow my stuff here. And the winter started to coming and, you know, you felt all these things that we first place decided to move from there.
And what were like those things, to be like more specific, that you felt here that this is not the place?
Okay, let's start from that. The city near to us, Sikiras, is very ugly. It's very ugly city for me. Like it was like at first when I came here, like I'm a girly girl, you know. I want to sometimes dress myself up, go to city, have a date, go walk there, whatever. Have my independence, even, you know, just, you know, maybe go shopping, see around, little bit have that, you know. So I thought like, you know, when we come here, like there's definitely needs to be a, you know, nicer city somewhere near us, but.
Yeah, and we kind of looked up, hey, it has, you know, like big stores. It has everything you need to function.
Yeah.
You just don't want to walk on those streets.
Yeah, and even going to the store, it's not very welcoming.
Because of all the barbed wire.
It's just not very nice. Now I'm super used to it. But at first it was just like, I just want to go to store and feel good there, you know?
Not like in a war zone.
Yeah, exactly.
It's not that bad, but coming from Europe, especially from Tallinn, which is a very safe place to be, and coming to somewhere that's Latin American, a bit third world, right? Mm-hmm. Although you still have everything you need, it's just that it gives you maybe not the safest vibes.
Yeah, exactly. Not the safest vibes, and I think like we knew that Costa Rica is not so safe.
And then in the end, it's also like the city is not built for pedestrians, and it's not built as a place to hang out, right?
Yeah.
It's just a small city that has the amenities, but it's not constructed for that.
Yeah, exactly, like a hipster city where everyone comes out and the coffee places and chill, get your smoothie somewhere. Like in Thailand, I was thinking it's similar to Thailand, that everywhere is fruit, and you can go to grab some smoothie somewhere, and like they definitely have these places more here, like Puerto Viejo,
but this one
Jaco,
is not.
But this one is not, and this is like very, very regular city. I'm always like thinking like a small city in Estonia that has only the one shop there, but I'm being very superficial, and like I'm not so spoiled. It's just a lot when you're changing your whole life. You want your comfort things, and
Sounds not great. What's next?
Super mountainous area where we are. You don't have any place to walk or ride with a bike or run. I go for a run. We go for a walk every day, but it's always a hike. You go for a hike, and we like to walk. We walked a lot in Estonia. We did.
And it was very flat.
It was very flat. We just walked, and it was very calming for us. And not able to do that. There's not even walking roads for people on the streets. This really bothers me. I really like to have my walk and just see different things, but like this road is super rocky here as well. I can't even wear my barefoot sandals.
It's a lot of gravel.
You need to wear some running shoes to have a comfortable walk or run here.
So what else?
Well, basically we had like at first there's like very weird alarm thing in this house as well, and often it got like turned out, and at first we had like we thought like somebody came to our house or this.
Well, basically we were not feeling that safe, right?
Yeah.
That also because of all the information we got from social media about different things happening here, people being killed, tourists in some other cities. So it makes you definitely very like hyper aware, especially you're in a new place. So you don't also know what to expect, right? Like you don't have a past record of what to expect in here. So you can expect anything.
Exactly. That definitely safety part. I have felt so safe in Estonia. I went everywhere alone, and here I just didn't want to go alone anywhere, especially being a white girl. Everyone sees you more than other people. You are different, and I didn't want to be seen and not feel so safe.
And I think it was also the things that we wanted to get, like from the stores. They weren't really available here, like some specific things. And
it's very basic things here available, like rice and beans and the regular fruit, pineapples, sandias, watermelons. But even the quality isn't the best on the stores. It's still regular fruit that you might find in Europe or everywhere. The quality stuff you find from fruterias or from the farmers who sell privately. Then you can get very, very quality stuff. But it's still like you don't go to the store all the time and find some good stuff.
So it's like a lot of work. You can find most things, even like some things like nori paper and tahini and dates, they're kind of difficult to find. You can find them, it's just a lot of work, and it's just sometimes quite troublesome. Like you want to make something and then it's like a whole mission you have to complete,
Exactly.
And with fruit also, we've been to Thailand many times, and the fruit there is fantastic. And there's so much fruit. Then here, it's a lot less. Like even though the climate is, perfect for growing fruits, then it's just not here in the culture as much.
No. Yeah.
And because of that, the choice of fruits is much more limited. You can still find a lot of things because there are some people who are growing.
Yeah.
But again, it's like a whole mission to find this fruit.
Yeah, definitely challenged our comforts here.
Yeah.
And the one thing that bothers me so much, still bothers me, the traffics. The traffics and
yeah.
a lot of trucks. I think we talked about that as well.
You can probably even hear the trucks in the background.
Yeah, maybe. We really like to go to different cities and, like on weekends to maybe, go to our bigger shoppings and drive somewhere further. You never know how much it's going to take. Yeah, sometimes it's going to take 40 minutes and sometimes it's going to take 2 hours,
Yeah,
Like,
exactly.
you never know.
Exactly.
And that stresses me out as well, that I can't plan my time. I can't, really. Sometimes I just need to sit the whole day in the car.
Yeah, and you never know how much
Yeah.
it's gonna take, right?
Yeah,
And then also our car broke down,
yeah,
which we were, already stressed that maybe the whole engine is broken, but it only ended up being the air conditioning, which here is quite a big thing if you don't have the air conditioning.
yeah,
So, and we have been fixing it for like multiple months. So it's also getting stuff done is a lot more difficult here.
yeah, yeah, exactly. All the challenges, it's been definitely challenged us so much, like nothing has challenged us like so much, just mentally. You can even see like there's not much things, but it's just all together. And even like we mentioned all the things that is bothering us, and like let's move a little bit forward. When I came to Estonia, actually that time something huge happened in your life, that your basically one of the best friends died, and this was a huge, another big thing coming to our roads. Like I was in Estonia, Henry was here alone in the jungle
For 5 weeks.
5 weeks, no one to really talk to. Well, we have neighbors and you are very close with them and actually you get along, but still nobody knows your friend or how you're going through. I went to his friend's funeral and Henry would have done anything to be there, but it wasn't possible at that time. Like we didn't know that it's going to happen. So of course I would have let Henry come there and say last goodbyes, but it was just, we had the cats, it was just a lot of
It was just logistically not really possible.
yeah. And maybe you can talk about how did you went through and about your challenges, or you don't need to, honestly, you don't need to.
I think maybe it's a topic for another time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
All I can say is that I'm still trying to understand what exactly happened, because it happened out of the blue, kind of. But I think let's just talk another time about it.
Yeah. But yeah, a lot of things has happened, and actually when I came back from Estonia, I felt this kind of, I was accepting things here more and more. It just life makes you so humble. You're just so grateful that you have this day to live. And actually we came to paradise, and I've actually understood that this helps me to heal from these things way more than being somewhere where I can't communicate with nature so much, or be outside and just see how every tree here is surviving and being strong and still going through it all. It just makes you more appreciating this world. And also my family just visited us. This made me feel so good as well, because they said they love Costa Rica. They just love it, my mom would say I'm gonna spend my retirement here. And that made me so sure that yeah, maybe we are in the right place. And even the things that I said that have been challenging us, we are now getting used to it, I don't care that we don't get anything from the store anymore. I'm finding my own ways, doing my own new things that I'm actually enjoying and getting used to. Even if the car things, get so long to, fix, I'm just whatever. It just makes you more simple, definitely. That's what we wanted, but we didn't know there's a lot of climbing and getting a lot of things behind.
I think it's not really that those things have changed, right? They haven't really. Like the town here is still the town here. The availability of things from the store is still the same. You know, it still takes a long time to get stuff done. The traffic is still horrible. I think the only thing that has changed is just our mindset around it.
Exactly.
You know?
I'm always telling Henry, like, I'm not complaining at all anymore. Like, I'm not complaining about the daily stuff, you know, that we go to walk and I'm saying like, oh, this ground is so annoying, or, you know, like, I don't want to go to the store. We actually, you know, go to the store and we feel like home there now. We're like, yeah, let's get our stuff done. It's not definitely the place we're chilling, but we have like another city nearer to us, which is like good place as well. But yeah, our mindset has changed so much from the start we came here. And I'm just so grateful, because once I thought I never get here, you know, this place is just not for me. And now I'm actually really loving Costa Rica. I really love the nature. I really love how the people hold their animals and nature. And I just feel it's such a sacred place that I need to appreciate. And yeah, there's not maybe so much abundance of fruits. There's still places and farmers who grow a lot of stuff. And there's so much potential. And I actually like that we can be part of this potential, you know, can put our own thoughts and helping to grow more fruits and showing this to the people, local people, and, you know, changing little by little things. It would be so boring world if you would have everything on your hand and you just don't need to work to have anything. I think it makes it so special that you're trying and you know what you want, because we've seen so much fruits and abundance in our life, and now we just have the place to actually create it.
Absolutely. I think something I would just like to say is that the power of emotions is super strong, and if something is making you feel sad or bad, then everything around you is just, you know, more gray, and you kind of find the problems, you know. So I think when we first arrived, we were very much kind of affected by just the emotions, you know, because we just went through like this difficult move. We had all these challenges come up, things happen, you know. And also for you, like the idea of not knowing how much you can see your family.
Yeah, well, this was the biggest challenge.
Yeah, that's the biggest thing. That makes you feel kind of scared, right? You might be sad. And that affects everything around you, you know? Like you kind of start to, you know, find issues, and kind of subconsciously. They're really loud. Yeah?
They're like, don't talk here. Oh my God. But yeah, it's so true. It's so true. Like at one point in the summer when we came here, I was like, I am in a paradise, and why I can't appreciate it, why I can't see it. I was just like outside and I was feeling so confused. We have this beautiful nature. I try to appreciate it every day. I just came outside and looked around, and something in me was so scared and feeling unsafe. And now I actually go around and I'm saying like, look how green everything is, look at this, look, the bananas are growing. Like I'm just a little child who's being so excited. It's just my mindset has shifted so much, and I'm still working on things, some things that maybe someday can come up, and I'm feeling unsure again, but I know where to come back. And just even here butterflies are flying, I'm just getting emotional, and flowers, and the monkeys are howling back there, and I just feel not alone. I feel united. I feel that nature has my back. It can be so woo-woo, but you know, being in Estonia and spending the whole winter in a box, you know, like I love Estonia, don't get me wrong, I've said that so much, but just not being able to connect with the nature was the hardest thing for me.
Yeah, I think for you it was also, you know, our brains want proof, not promises, you know. And for you, that first of all, you could go back to Estonia for a month, you know, now your family visited, then now you have the proof like, hey, I can still see my family.
Yeah.
It's still possible, I can still go
Yeah.
whenever I want, right? It's not that I'm, trapped here and I'm, like limited to like this 1
Yeah.
week in Estonia or something,
Yeah, exactly. Like I think I can now picture my life more, forward. And I thought I'm going to miss my apartment so much because this was our first home and we created this how we liked and we had so many memories there. I thought I'm going to miss this place, but actually I don't miss it at all. The one thing I miss having my own place, definitely. The house is not so cozy where we are living. It's beautiful, we have everything, but it's not just our style and what we really, want to have. But yeah, Henry said to me today that be patient, Reelika, and I was like, what do you mean? What do you mean be patient? But I need to be patient. I know that everything comes to me and we work hard towards to it. And
absolutely.
And like my granny says, you can't have everything at once. Though maybe you can, don't believe these limiting beliefs as well. Work towards what you want in this life. This was our dream with Henry. Like we talked about this basically like 6 years ago, like that we want to move somewhere warm and drink coconuts and just live the life. And 3 years ago we started actually to really think about it more seriously.
Looking at actual possibilities.
Yeah, we started to talk with our family that maybe, this is our plan to actually move one day. Nobody took us very seriously at that point. Like my family, they know I'm talking things, but I'm also doing them as well. And look at us now, we're here. It's challenging, of course the road is challenging to your dreams, but it doesn't mean you shouldn't take them. Like even though you've seen my struggles, I have talked about my struggles, challenges. Now I'm here and I'm fucking enjoying it. We've also seen other areas in Costa Rica. We went to La Fortuna, Jaco, it's like so beautiful. Maybe I want to leave
Uvita as well.
Uvita, we've seen, it's so beautiful here and it's so different in different places. Now my birthday is coming and we are thinking let's go to La Fortuna, have a nice spa day with hot springs, oh my God, how cool is this?
It's also about getting those new experiences and finding those new things, right? Like I think everything is like those kind of old school scales,
Yeah.
that you have on one side things on the other, and you have negative things and good things, right?
Yeah.
So it's just that if you have more good things, you're wanting to be here. If you have more negative things, you don't want to, right? So over time, you find those new good things that you enjoy, right?
Yeah.
So that lifts the scales.
Yeah.
And also you get rid of those some things that maybe at first are negative, but then you kind of start to see of what they really are, that they're just different, but it doesn't mean that it's negative.
Yeah, exactly.
And you find ways around it.
Yeah. That comes to that every bad thing is going to pass. It's just a matter of time, a matter how much you give your brain comfort and safety with the new things.
And sometimes it might seem like a bad thing, but then you realize that it's not. Like, for example, our car breaking down, right?
Yeah.
It seemed like a disaster at first, but then you kind of realize that, hey, I'm still alive, I can still, buy fruits, I can still be here in the nature.
Yeah.
And, we can still drive around without the air conditioning.
Even better. It's even better.
Sometimes it's even better, but it's also sometimes very hot.
Yeah, if you go to a longer rides and you want this air conditioning, but most of the times, I love the fresh air just coming out because it's not drying my skin. The air conditioning is drying my skin so hard. But I think the one thing that we are truly still missing is the people, friends. That's why we came here more as well, because to find similar minded people, we met some, but still everyone is in different places, and we are in the middle of Costa Rica, where there's basically not a lot of people. We have Megan and Mason who are vegans here. They're now in America, but they are very awesome and cute, and we have lucky to have them even here. but eventually we want to move somewhere nearer to some popular city where we can actually find our routines. And maybe Henry wants to go to more to the gym, and I want to do different things. I actually love to go different groups and routines and just find some girlfriends to hang out with.
That makes a huge difference.
You basically create your community and people around you. This is our goal, absolutely, and we really thinking like what should be the place where we really want to stay in, because I don't want to move much. Like, I'm not that person who needs to experience every city. Like, I can go there 1-2 days and I can already get the vibe in. And right now I'm really, liking the Puerto Viejo vibe. It's still a very small city and it's very far away from other things, but at the same time it's like a paradise for me. The beaches there are so beautiful. There are so many vegan places. There are durians a lot in the durian season.
Yeah, they have much more tropical fruits and much more variety than actually some other areas. So that's really surprising.
Exactly.
Actually.
And one is like San Isidro as well, but this is like very far away and on the mountains, and we really don't want to be super in the mountains, rather near to the beach and somewhere where I can bike with my ride and ride with my bike.
Doesn't matter.
Judge the cover with the book.
Cover the book with the judge. Yeah.
Cover the book with the judge. So yeah, it's exciting times ahead, and we still give ourselves 1 year at least, Maybe the feelings change. We never know. We are humans. I think, one thing is the family is so far.
But at the same time, I think right now we're feeling more sure than ever that we actually want to be here.
It's like, how long you're going to search for a place, Actually, you have paradise in your front yard. Step into it and just appreciate it. How much you need, how much
and
you want.
And transform it, make it what you want it to be, right?
Yeah, absolutely. Like, we've definitely started to see the value here in Costa Rica, what we came to search here. We didn't know it's going to take so much time for us to actually start to feel good here. So much personal stuff have come to, in the middle as well, that has, humbled us a lot. And
I think also, like, some things that we came here for that seemed, like just like an item in the checklist or like a, that, hey, there's this, so it's nice. And then you kind of realize here that things have really different weight. For example, this beautiful nature, I thought, okay, it's nice nature, I'm gonna, like it. But every day I see that it's a huge thing, to have this nature. And I appreciate it more and more. And on my scales, it's getting heavier and heavier.
Even when we thought, like, let's move to Spain, then we are like, are we really willing to give up the nature here? Like, this is the biggest thing, and the water, and it's everything to thrive here.
It's not about just having warm weather. It's also about exactly the water, the greenery, the animals, all of this.
Exactly. There's a lot of discovery being this year, a lot of humbling, a lot of deep inner, getting more in tune with ourselves. Definitely, I've been trying to slow down a lot this year. I've been trying to understand myself, and I'm actually realizing I'm so emotional person. I didn't know that back in the days. I've always thought I'm super strong, independent, but actually it's a mask that I was just trying to survive in this world,
And you think it's like, hey, something is wrong with me, I shouldn't be like that, I should, just relax. But it's your guidance system, it's telling you what's wrong.
I've been slowing down so much, and I have amazing partner here, and he's just always saying to me, I got you, do what you want, and just relax and take your time. And I'm so grateful to have a life partner like this, that we can talk about everything. We have the same dreams, like everything. But don't get us wrong, we've been going through a lot to get here at first place. We've been challenging each other to understand each other.
We've had fights. We've had times where we think that the other one is an a-hole or something, you know.
Yeah,
But-
and that's normal. That's
But
normal.
that's part of the process.
Yeah. Whenever I see a couple fighting, I'm just like, I want to hug them. I'm just like, don't feel like that everything, you know, sucks in your life or you are not working with your partner. Like I know like one therapist said, like, I think couple who don't fight are, you know, have bigger issues than the couple who are fighting. Because think about it, two people, you're not the same people. You have different opinions on things. It's so normal to argue about these things. But you need to learn how to talk with each other, not to fight and say bad things and just humiliate each other. You need to understand where this anger comes from, why this person is bothering me right now, why we can't get along. And I think it's so good to just breathe deeply and understand, I want this person to be a problem, but actually you are the problem. And you have these things you haven't worked on with, and this is okay as well. Take this time to work on things and be supportive to each other. Forgive. Of course, there's some people who are not willing to learn with you, who are not willing to go forward. But whenever this person comes and says like, hey, like, this wasn't good, I didn't want to say it to you, I want to learn, I want to be better for you, then this is amazing, you know, like growing together.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Is there anything else? What this year has taught to you?
What this year has taught to me is that things can be great. You just have to fight for it, you know. You have to work for it. Like,
Yeah.
you can get what you want. You just have to go for it, and it's not gonna be easy always.
And just like if some people say like everything doesn't need to be hard, then I do think we are so different people. For some, this can be so hard that to others it can be so easy. So we can't really say these things. We can only experience this and just like really deep down understand what is our dream, how do we want to spend our life. Because this year has taught me that honestly nothing really matters, and how you spend your day to day matters the most. Like how pleased you are with your life, like not always chasing the, you know, the outcome, but actually being here today, because you never know what's the tomorrow will bring to you, you know.
That's what I also kind of learned as well, is that you can just, you know, enjoy your day, enjoy the people around you every day, and that's really the only thing that matters, you know. Like there's no higher thing really.
Exactly. So I hope you enjoyed watching my videos this year, supporting me here. I definitely want to continue and talk with you here and showing my life here and my challenges. I'm trying to be as open as I can and just, you know, come ride with me.
Let us know what you want to hear more about, and if you have any more questions to us, we're happy to answer.
Yeah, exactly. Okay, bye.